So, I've been reading a lot of books, and I've been noticing that a lot of popular books just aren't that good. So, I've decided to just write a book myself. How hard can it be? So, since this is a challenge, I'm going to give myself 12 months. Fuck. 12 months to complete it. No one can actually read that. I'll fix it in post. So I'm going to give myself 12 months to complete it. I plan on doing 8 months of writing and 4 months of publishing and editing. How realistic that is, I have no fucking clue. Now, I have 4 work in progresses that I already have a head start on. I have one called, I don't like the name for it, but it's how it came about. It's called Fourth Wing Hate Fic. Right now, that's not going to be the title if I ever complete it, which I probably won't. Basically, it started off as me making fun of Fourth Wing, and it kind of evolved into its own thing. It has nothing really to do with Fourth Wing other than they both take place in a dragon's college. Now, the second one is vampire in modern day type thing. It has a really cool world. However, I don't know what the fuck to do with any of the characters. So that one's not going to do anything. The next one is Poor People's Wizard University. It is one that I think has a lot of promise. It's not going to be the vision I initially had for it, which had a theme and everything. I'm going to do a very stupid, fun, humorous writing thing about it. It's not going to be what I initially envisioned it to be. If I ever become a better writer, I'm probably going to go back and do a similar story that's about the themes and stuff that I do want to put into that. But it's not going to be in the current version of this story I'm writing because I'm not a very good writer. I like to think I'm funny. YouTube says otherwise. So, basically, what I have so far is I have a main character named Wesley. So he can focus the weave. All mages and marshals can focus the weave. The weave basically is just the magical thing that encompasses the world. So, yeah. If you gain the ability to focus the weave, you can get accepted into a martial college or a mage college. He specifically gets accepted into a mage college. It is the worst mage college around. It is an extremely good martial college, though. He gets accepted in this because it is very cheap, and his parents can afford it. His mom doesn't work, and his father works in the mines. So, after he gets accepted, he moves to the mage college. The mage college then classifies him as one of the different types of mages. So there's wizards, warlocks, witches, sorcerers, and artificers, maybe. I'm still a little iffy on the artificers. They may or may not be added. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. So basically, he wants to become a warlock. However, he gets sorted into the witch college. And then he is going to have some difficulty finding a familiar. All witches need a familiar. And I sat down and I was like, what's a fun, quirky, like, familiar someone can have? That's right, a beta fish. Now, I had a beta fish a few years back. Her name was Cynthia. Cynthia was the most bloodthirsty motherfucker you have ever seen. If there was a shrimp in her sight, that shrimp was fucking dead. If there was a brightly colored guppy, she murdered it. There she lived fine with the other guppies, like the female guppies that are like lighter color. The like brightly colored fancy guppies though she just murdered. And she didn't like it wasn't neglect on my part. It was just like one like I would just like come back one day and like a shrimp was gone, but like I wasn't counting, so like it just slowly happened over time because I had a decent amount of hiding spots in my tank and it just slowly one after the other disappeared. Anyways, I'm going way too far into uh, explaining Cynthia. Basically, Cynthia is going to be Wesley's familiar. She's a bloodthirsty beta fish. She loves shrimp, and she constantly screams, "Blood for the blood god, bones for the bone zone." I would say it's very close to a Warhammer 40k saying for Khorne, which is blood for the blood god, bones for oh god no blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull through. Oh my! I've been telling myself blood for the blood god, bones for the bone zone so often that I've actually forgotten what the original one was. Yeah, and hopefully when it comes to copywriting and publishing and that stuff, it's distinct enough where it's not going to cause an issue. Games Workshop wouldn't sue the fuck out of me just because I did something silly, right? Yeah, they would. They definitely would. So after he finds Cynthia, stuff's gonna happen. I'm gonna figure it out. I haven't plotted anything. I've just kind of been writing. That's as far as I've gotten. I'm just as confused as you are. I don't know what I'm gonna write. I have a year to write it though. Well, actually, 8 months. I'll be able to complete it, right? Right, right, Celio. So I'm starting day one. I'm gonna try and write for 8 hours. Uh, right now, that's my word count. I kind of want to get above the 20,000 mark, but we'll see how it goes. So I haven't been writing for 8 hours, but I reached 20,000 words. So I'm gonna go to work. I have some stuff I need to take care of. Then I'm probably gonna come back and see what I can do. Probably get something to eat as well. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I also woke up a little late. I don't know what my goal is. I should set up like goals to write per day. I'm reading through, and like every single time I come across something that I think is funny, I'm starting to question myself if it's actually funny. The way I phrase it is funny, but the way it's written down, I don't know if it's funny. Like, I don't know if the translation error of me just using my words and like simplifying it versus like the actual like written part. Like for example, this I'm explaining like some of the blood gods main followers. You know, we have Falcar the Gore Master. He overwhelmed the dungeon and made it spawn flesh flares endlessly. He took out 3 large cities and settlements before it was contained. We have Yixara, the Crimson Countess. She led a crusade and destroyed a very powerful. I need to change that. That's not a very good adjective. Anyways, and also we have Zelkith, you know, the Everbleeding. He hasn't done much, but he brings the vibes. Like, to me, that's funny. Because like that's how I have it in my mind, but I don't know if that's how it's going to be taken. I guess that's why they have beta readers. So I've reached about 4,000 words in the first week. It's it's about the 10th now. I'm sick, so I haven't written in a couple of days. But I'm at 25,000 words, which isn't bad, but I'm very fuck. I'm very much behind. I'm gonna try and get some writing done before I take another nap. Ignore the loud sound that's coming from my 3D printer. I'm printing off some stuff for work, so yay. I'm stuck. Like, whenever I open up my laptop, like, I just look at the story and I don't like it. I feel like I'm just shitting out words just to get words down. And I know that's kind of what I have to do to just keep up with it, but I don't know if the words I'm putting down are going to be actually editable. Like, is it going to be salvageable when I go around to the editing process? And I'm not entirely for sure, but yeah, I just feel like my writing is absolute fucking dog shit, and I don't know how to continue the story right now, but I need to figure that out because I am running severely behind. I haven't written a single word in 3 days. So I've decided to just text to speech my entire book right now. I don't like the way it sounds, but I believe most of that is just text to speech. I still can't figure out what to write, so just rehearing the story I feel like is going to help, probably. We'll see. So, I found this random person on Reddit who's willing to go through the first chapter of my book to like do some editing stuff. They're doing it for free, which I personally don't like, but it's also for like a class for them, so like it's whatever. If they do a good enough job, I'm thinking about actually hiring them to be a beta reader when I finish this thing. That being said, I need to finish editing that today. Luckily, I only worked a half day today because the transmission in my car blew up. So that's okay. I don't have enough money to buy a new transmission. Oh god. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and write or edit the first chapter. Uh, fuck. God, I don't. I was not expecting my transmission to blow up. I can afford it. It just it's a lot of money if it is my transmission blowing up. I hope it's something simple, but it's probably not. So I've reached chapter 8, kind of 9. There's like a mini chapter that I need to either add more to or try and figure out how to put it somewhere. Anyways, it's the 24th. I should probably finish editing the video and add these small things in, but I'm 10,000 words behind. I mean, I still have a week left, so it's not like too big of a deal, but I am stuck right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to continue.